Fiddled with a notification for like a total of 12 seconds. What is happening, friends? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Happy St. Paddy's Day. I am born lucky. I truly feel that way. And I'm lucky to let you in on this exciting opportunity. We are in beautiful Dixie Springs today. Right behind me is a property that one of our clients is interested in. So part of the reason we're doing this is so that they can take a look. However, this property is currently not quite yet listed. One of our inside contacts with a local builder that specializes in Dixie Springs and builds incredible homes just let us in on this opportunity. So this home will be offered kind of right below 700-ish. They asked us not to quote the exact price, but I figured that this video would be absolutely useless if I didn't give you at least somewhat of an insight on what this property may be selling for. So yeah, it will be in the sub 700, right below 700, kind of in that price range. But I just wanted to give you a quick tour of this beautiful home that is located in Dixie Springs, really close to Sand Hollow, and will have an RV garage. Let's check it out. So this is the street. You got beautiful views of Pine Valley Mountain right there, and Sand Hollow is literally just right off this cliff and over that dam. So you're literally less than 5 minutes away from beautiful riding, off-roading, boating. And here is the property. Let's see if Michon could tell us a little bit more about it. She knows a lot more about this home than I do since she got the insight. So, what can you tell us?
Well, first things first, I don't know if the truck is kind of loud if you can hear, but
Nah.
I think it's important to know the house is facing east and the back of the home is west.
So it's a west-facing backyard.
Okay, so here.
So you could watch the sunsets from your pool.
So this is a huge courtyard.
Does have a nice courtyard with a grand entry that pretty much is as high as this huge oversized RV garage. Just kind of wanted to give you guys a perspective. And the RV garage is attached to a 2-car, and there's your courtyard. And is there, oh, so it's another important thing to note is there is a casita entry right through courtyard, right along the side of your front entry. What is the square footage for this home?
So the total livable square footage is 2,430.
Okay.
And then the total square footage for the garage is 1,210.
Wow.
Let's see, the covered patio and porch is 239. So total covered area is 3,879.
That's a large home. And how many bedrooms is it?
It's a 4-bedroom, and that's including the master
And the casita. So the casita has attached yet separately accessible living quarters with 2 huge front windows and a side window. It will have its own kitchenette and I believe even a laundry set, right?
Yeah, they use a stackable washer and dryer, kitchenette in there, full bathroom, walk-in closet.
So that's your perfect guest suite. The house, as we enter, as you can see Michon enter through that front door, it has a grand entry. This is probably about 18 feet, maybe 20 feet tall. And as you enter, now it's kind of hard. You guys are going to have to use your imagination a little bit because it is really hard to visualize the space, as this house just has the studs, not even out to drywall. So you kind of have to use your imagination for the space of this home. So as we enter, this is the grand entry, and then which way do you want to go?
So we'll just work this way. So to our left.
To our left.
We have a Jack and Jill bathroom. So it looks like it's plumbed for a double sink. And got a little pantry closet right here.
Like a linen closet, maybe?
And this builder, sometimes they usually leave it open with shelves.
So the finishes will be pretty modern, and we will actually have a list of selections by tomorrow.
And then shower tub, toilet. Okay, we'll work back this way.
I will go wherever you go.
So it's got a closet right here. Coat closet as
So there's a
well.
coat closet, and I don't know if you guys can tell. Give me a thumbs up in the comments if you could get even remote. Michael, I will show you some footage of the Blue Beast. So yeah, oh yeah, if we look at the flooring, so that kind of shows you the depth of this area. So that's a little coat closet right before we enter the living area.
Okay, if you can see the spray painted line, this is all, I'm guessing this is all the family room living area.
So the spray painted line, that could actually be a small carpet insert. Usually there's a combination of LVP flooring and carpet. So my guess is the carpet, oh yeah, there's a letter C, that could give it away. So this will be the carpeted area. And as I step back to kind of give you guys a view of the living space and living room, there is a fireplace and also an interesting detail, tray ceilings. So the tray ceilings give it that grand presence in a much larger area. Also, the living room opens up to 3 oversized windows. They're facing west, so you get to watch beautiful southern Utah sunsets. And the dining room kind of continues with a matching set of windows and one more on that side.
Let's see. The kitchen's gonna have a 36-inch cooktop with custom 60-inch hood vent. Let's see.
So I'm standing in the kitchen right now. Let me turn around so I could give you guys a view of the kitchen.
So there's gonna be a center island right here. Let's see, beadboard and posts.
By the way, how's the audio? Can you guys hear Michon when I'm that far away?
So, kitchen island with seat, probably a big farmhouse seat. We've got probably the refrigerator right here.
Awesome.
Got the oven right here with the hood vent.
And the oven, it looks like there's a gas line that's coming in for the oven. Most of Dixie Springs, interesting fact, does not actually have natural gas. So most builders that put in gas fireplaces, I'm tripping over all kinds of things. Just look at that. If you see me fall, that's what caused it. Anyway, most of Dixie Springs, all of Dixie Springs does not have natural gas. So most builders that install gas appliances, because most people love gas appliances, as well as fireplaces that make things really cozy during the time of the year when it's not over 100 degrees. Anyway, there's usually a dedicated gas tank, like a propane tank that sits outside the property, nicely tucked away, so that you still have those amenities.
Another fact about the fireplace, so it's going to be a 36-inch fireplace with stone around it, framed with a mantle.
Okay. And it's kind of grand. How tall? I want to say that's maybe a 12-foot tall ceiling in the tray area and 10 feet all around it. So the fireplace will have that kind of a grand feel in the living room, and it's a pretty good sized living room.
And then it looks like, are they just doing the same thing on your TV?
Yep. So they're running the outlet with this shroud, which is actually a really nice design piece. So this shroud will route all of the cables. That's a really nice touch by the builder. I wish more builders would take notes. So as you hang your TV up here with an additional bracing, which is also a great touch, all of the cables could run over there and exit to like a nice shelf that would contain all of your stuff that you plug into your TV. Hey, Ryan, we're in your neighborhood.
Here's the pantry.
Oh, it's a great sized pantry.
I love that this little windows in the pantry.
So you're never totally in the dark while snacking.
And then they always wire, they always put outlets in here so that you can put all your appliances on the shelving off of the counter space
Yeah.
inside the kitchen.
So it's a butler style pantry, and you're able to, keep your coffee maker out of sight.
Okay. Got another little closet right here.
So just off this hall, just a little guy.
Okay, and then this is the other access side to the Jack and Jill.
And it's a straight through bathroom that kind of, if you wanted to bypass the living room, you come in off the front entrance, you shoot it through here, and now you have access to the casita and a bedroom.
Okay, so here's bedroom one. This would actually be perfect for an office. You've got this giant window that looks out into the courtyard in front of the house.
Let me show you guys. So look how private this is. You have your courtyard right here. You have a neighbor with a beautiful house across the street. There are some pretty high-end homes up against the ledge of that mountain, and you just have hillside. So you're kind of in the bowl.
So this closet, it would be better for an office. It doesn't matter if it's a room, but this closet is a little bit smaller than bedroom number 2. Just take note.
Was that the greenest thing that you could wear today, by the way?
I didn't realize I didn't really have anything green.
I love it.
It's army green, but it still works, and I haven't gotten pinched today. So. Okay, let's go check out bedroom number 2.
So this bedroom also does not have an ensuite bath?
No. So these 2 bedrooms are going to use that Jack and Jill.
So these bedrooms are sharing this Jack and Jill. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So yeah, take note, this closet is a little bigger. It's a little bit bigger of a walk-in closet than bedroom 1. Got a nice big window.
And I don't know if this walkthrough makes a whole lot of sense, because I'm sure all you guys are seeing is, okay.
Like if you just look through the wall,
Your wish is my command.
you're gonna see right through and get confused.
So that's the closet, and that's this bedroom.
Okay.
Let me just hop over to this corner so I could give you guys somewhat of a perspective. iPhone also does not let me use my ultra wide lens, so things may appear a little bit tighter than they really are. Because normally most of my videos are shot with an ultra wide lens if I'm using my iPhone. So you get the idea.
Okay, here's the entrance to the casita, and this can be locked out.
So the casita could be completely locked away from the main house if you've got, somebody staying over and you just don't quite want to give them full access.
Actually, okay, just go right into the casita's bathroom. Looks like we've got a sink, toilet.
A nice tall walk-in shower with a beautiful window let me see if I could give you the view. Not that you would probably look out this window often.
Okay.
Michon's taking really big steps because we just had some weather.
Okay, so let's make sense of it. This is the closet.
So the closet, is this going to be the closet, or that could potentially, is there any plumbing in there? No, that's the closet for sure.
Closet. This is gonna be the kitchenette. Got a sink.
So there's a series of electrical outlets and some plumbing. So this will be plumbed for a sink.
They usually put those like half-size fridge, not like the
Yeah, there's
ones
usually
that
like
are long,
yeah, skinny tall fridge somewhere on that wall.
There's usually like a cooktop and a microwave.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
And I'm actually not seeing the plumbing. You know what? Plumbing for the fridge right here. So the fridge will most likely go on that wall. That's your plumbing for water, for the fridge water.
do you think it's gonna have a stackable washer and dryer?
I do not see the plumbing for the stackable set. So there's a chance that this one will not have ensuite laundry.
Well, let's go see the best part.
Ooh, the best is yet to come.
But it is nice for your guests to have their own private entrance so they can come and go as they please.
Michael, if you're still watching, there's some footage of the Blue Beast. It brought us here. I don't know if you could see the boys. Both of our bulldogs are currently in there. But anyway, back to our scheduled programming.
Yeah, they're napping.
So look at this, 1,200 square feet of garage space. What would you do if you had a 1,200 square foot garage? Is the question that I always ask to all of our clients that bought properties with RV garages. And very few of them actually park their RV in those garages. What would you guys do? What would you park here? So one nice thing about this builder, and Michon will tell us a little more about this, but look, the water heater and the bypass for the water softener, that entire area is nicely framed off. It'll have some doors in it. It'll be out of sight, out of mind. But let's take a look at this RV garage. There's a couple of neat features that they usually put in their RV garages that I haven't seen too many other builders do.
So we've got your dump tank.
So there's a clean out that's installed in here, and 50 amp, don't touch that.
Water.
If anybody that works for OSHA is watching this, we haven't had any incidents on the job. But don't touch electrical wires. So anyway, there's a 50 amp electrical hookup. You have your water hookup and a dump tank, which means that if you parked an RV in here, and it looks to be about 45 feet long, don't quote me on that. I could provide exact measurements. So if you had your RV parked in here, you could technically turn that into an additional living space if needed. If more of your remote family came to visit and they wanted to go to Vegas or hike surrounding areas and they wanted to stay, you could essentially have another casita, if you will.
Oh, we skipped half the house.
Wow. So on that note, let's go see the other half of the house.
Okay, so when you walk in through the garage,
And this is probably the door that you're going to use the most, because most people these days don't even really care about the keys to the front door as long as you've got the garage opener.
okay.
So as you enter through the garage, and it just snowed here, so we apologize for the mess. You might see Michon skipping over puddles.
So that takes you into the main living area.
So there's a door that takes you straight into the living room.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is laundry.
Yeah, this is the laundry room.
So the laundry room, I don't know if you could kind of tell. So there is the comm panel right here that has all the Cat 5, all the RG6, all of your cables come into the laundry room conveniently, and they terminate there and they run to all the walls in the appropriate rooms. Looks like it is set up for an electrical and or gas dryer. There is a gas line right there. Hey Peggy, how are you? Yeah, we really like this layout. And there's also plumbing for a sink right there in the corner. And a ton of outlets.
Yeah, there's tons.
Careful. So this is the master suite. So your laundry room is just across the wall from the master suite.
Look at all the big windows.
It is a sizable master suite that has 3 large windows.
There's a lot, we didn't mention any of this, but there's like can lights, like 4 can lights.
Oh yeah.
In every room, got your fan in the middle.
We're basically dissecting new construction for you guys in this video. So if you have any questions about how homes are built in southern Utah, some of the things are kind of unique. So you can see here, there's plumbing for 4 can lights. There are 2 HVAC vents that are running across the ceiling. So you will have 2 vents on each side of the bed, which is kind of a nice touch. And your backyard view from here is pretty nice.
Well, that fence, the wall's still gonna be built up. about 6 feet, so you won't.
Ray, if you send me a text message, I could tell you a little more details.
Okay.
So this is the master bath. And I'm going to back up a little just so you guys could appreciate the size of this area. So if we look at the master bath and the master closet just through the studs, master bath plus the master closet is arguably larger than this entire area. This is huge.
So here's the closet. Another little linen closet separated, but look how huge this.
It just
closet
goes
is.
forever.
It's huge.
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 Tall ceilings, 10 feet in here as well. And it looks like there will be 2 candle lights in this closet.
Got your water closet over here.
Water closet's got just enough room, just about as much as you would need. And it has its own window, so it doesn't get dark in there.
And then right here, there's going to be a jetted tub with tile surrounding. So it's a standalone jetted tub, tile surrounding. Got 2 sinks.
And it'll be a huge countertop that will run in between.
Sink here, 2 lights, and then there's gonna be cabinet from that wall all the way to that wall.
So you'll have a standalone tub right here and kind of like a wet room style area right there. The shower will have just a lower wall, and from here it will have glass that kind of goes about 8 feet tall maybe.
Look how big it is in here. And so it looks like they're doing a corner seat bench. So in here, they're doing a seat bench in the corner. They're doing a
Shampoo shelf. I'm glad you pointed out those questions usually come up as soon as we leave the house.
Yeah. Like this home's gonna.
And look at these views.
This home's gonna let a ton of natural light.
So everything to the west and north of this house is pretty well built out. And you are above your neighbor's house. I mean, you could look at them from the shower if you wanted to. But Pine Valley and the skyline is basically like a picture. I don't know if my phone will keep the correct exposure, but you could basically see that through these 2 windows. And that's beautiful.
Okay, and then the back.
Let me navigate through this puddle.
I'm gonna say it again. I'm a huge fan of homes with a lot of windows that let a lot of natural light in. And this whole has no.
Looks like it's got a pretty wide door that leads you onto the rear covered patio. There is a gas line right there, so you could hook it up to your smoker, your heating lamp, your barbecue grill, or anything else that requires that sort of fuel. Where are we at on a pool scale?
Oh man, let me walk it. Let's see.
I'm gonna go and back all the way up to the corner of this lot so that you guys get an idea on the size of it. The old school measuring method. What size shoe are you? 7? 6.5. You just double them up. I don't know if you guys can hear, Michon is saying it's about 20 feet from the retaining wall all the way back to the house. I was also going to point out that this side of the house has probably about 14 feet. So if you wanted to park a trailer, or if you needed any kind of additional needs for parking on this side, on the side yard, I think you'll definitely have plenty of room to do that. And another great thing, it's kind of unique about this lot because normally lots are tiered, but if you look at this edge of the lot and the considerable drop to the right, the neighbor on this lot will most likely be below grade and below you, so they wouldn't be able to peek over, you know, a 7 or 8 foot fence. And the neighbors on that side of the house to the north are also in the same situation. Like, this property is considerably higher. It's almost...
These guys sit below, so once you have your 6 foot...
Yeah, and your rear neighbors here as well. I'm practically standing on top of their wall, and that's just level with this lot. So you've got lots of privacy from literally every direction.
Let's go see where the stake is to see how much room you really...
Yeah, let's go take a look from the front and see how much side parking we have on the other side of the home. Do you guys want to say hello to the bulldogs? Let's go check on them. Dixie Springs is beautiful. For those of you that are just joining in or that haven't seen a ton of content on our channel, this is kind of the neighborhood. Everybody has lots of toys and RV garages to contain them, as well as double RV garages in some cases. Do we have any neighbors with a double? I'd be surprised if we don't. Yeah, across the street the neighbor has an RV garage. Next door, I mean, it's pretty much weird if you don't have an RV garage and live in Dixie Springs. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see if the guard dogs are working. Are you, oh, that's the rear end of the dog. Are you asleep? Say hello, Diesel. Meat? Are you supervising? We finally fully equipped this truck with the WeatherTech. This video is not sponsored by WeatherTech, although it should be. WeatherTech guards that protect the center console, the doors, pretty much everything. But these guys like to sit on heated and cooled leather, so they don't like to stay on the car seats. Anyway, let's take a look at the other side of the house to determine... Oh yeah, that's pretty much just room for the wall. So you're not gonna have any side parking on this side of the home. It's a really good size lot. Michon, do you know what was the size of that lot? Is it a quarter acre? Looks like about a quarter. Thanks, Michael. $10 feet. Yeah, it might be a little bit tight to sneak a trailer back here, although possible, depending on where exactly would the wall end up on this side of the lot. Thank you, we do too. Our life pretty much revolves around those two. Oh, here's a picture of me face. Well, folks, if you have any questions about new construction, or if perhaps you're interested in this home, this is kind of a rare opportunity. So what's beginning to happen pretty much, oh, there's a beautiful view of a porta potty behind us. What's beginning to happen in this market is the availability of building lots is, there's a guy backing up right now, of course. He's about to dump off, let me show you. This is so terrible. Okay, we'll walk and talk. Let's go to the back of the house. Hopefully we'll get some better audio without the annoying beeping. Anyway, let me just get to the point. So purchasing any piece of real estate in Southern Utah is pretty crazy right now. Our market update video is coming out just to give you guys the stats on exactly how crazy this process is getting. And what we're seeing in our market right now is the builders are reluctant to releasing lots in high quantities. So the demand stays pretty significant. And I think that even if the builders were releasing the lots any quicker, it wouldn't really help the demand situation, because we are literally running out of supply with about 5 to 10 buyers for every seller. Is just bound to happen, and the subs can simply not keep up with the demand. Along with that, we're seeing exponential increases in costs and a lot of unpredictable stuff in the future. So a lot of builders take reservations. And for instance, if you didn't already find something like this property, which you could still purchase right now if you acted quickly. And this sounds like an infomercial, but the urgency is definitely there, because ultimately, if you wanted to build something the way you would conventionally build it, the process would literally consist of putting your name on a waiting list that doesn't give you any contractual obligations. So meaning that it is not guaranteed. And once the lot is released that you're bidding for on a waiting list, at that point, you still have to submit your highest and best offer. And at that point, you can begin the process of typically selecting a spec house. So it's not that it would give you an upper hand in selecting any of the finishes or give you the ability to customize the home. So you're still essentially buying a spec house, but now you've been on a waiting list for probably 6 to 10 weeks, and then the process begins. So we try to get as much intel as possible ahead of time when these things happen. So this particular home that we just walked through could be yours, and we actually don't know the exact pricing, but it will be just a little south of 700K, like somewhere in that price range, which is a great price for an awesome neighborhood, great amenities, a brand new home, and we will have a spec sheet with some of the selections that are available for it. Any last words from you, Michon?
Nope. Just reach out if you guys have any questions. We'd be happy to help you.
We'll just take a second to appreciate the green jacket. Beautiful. Well, we hope that all of you are having an incredible St. Paddy's Day, that you're staying safe out there. And if you have any questions, or if you're perhaps considering moving to Southern Utah or thinking about new construction, or maybe you're ready to react right now and put this home under contract and change your address, so let us know. Comment below or shoot me a text. I will link all of our contact information in the description below, so you don't have to hurry and grab a pen and call right now. I don't know, how's my Billy Mays impression? Anyway, my phone number is 435-319-0989. Shoot me a text right now. Let's get the ball rolling, because this home will definitely be under contract by tomorrow. Ciao. And then you don't know where the end button is.